In this video, you're going to learn how Google AdWords works, and this will help you understand how Google became one of the biggest companies in the world, and also then how to reduce the costs of your advertising campaigns. So if you understand the mechanics and the general system, you're going to be much more effective and be able to reduce your advertising cost. So firstly, how did Google become one of the biggest advertising companies in the world? Well, it's amazing, actually a genius system. They really were able to create unlimited advertising space. So let me just give you an example here. So if I type in digital marketing course online, I can see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4 advertising slots there. And if I move further down to the bottom of the page, there's 3 more. So 7 advertising slots per page. Now, if we look at a traditional newspaper, they have a similar thing where they've got a place to sell their advertisements. You can see it's one ad here. And as we go down through, there's another ad here. And there's probably another couple of ads down here as well. So it would appear on the face of it that they're selling kind of advertising space. You know, how did Google become 10 times, like, you know, a billion dollar company when a newspaper like this with a similar advertising model just didn't get big at all? Well, the genius part of Google AdWords is that they serve ads depending on what people search for. So now you've got 7 slots here to sell. But if I change this search term to say another topic like ethical hacking, you can see that we've got maybe another 6 or 7 advertising slots to sell as well. And if you want to get a scale of how many advertising slots they've got, you can see on this Internet Live Stats website that Google gets over 3.5 billion searches per day. This is a live counter of it here. So if there's 3.5 billion searches, a lot of those terms there can be advertising space sold for them. Multiply that by 7 ad slots per search term, and you have got a phenomenal business and really an unlimited advertising space that you can sell to. And that is just a lot more than a traditional newspaper. And that's really how Google became the biggest advertising company in the world. It's actually genius. And it's just amazing to see how powerful that is. So with so much advertising space, it's unlimited. Obviously, there's a challenge there. How do you actually sell all this advertising space in an effective way? A traditional newspaper might ring up this company Virgin and say, hey, you know, we've got a space for the banner on our website. You know, this is what it costs. And boom, they book it in and they just manually put up this here. But obviously, with so much advertising space, Google can't do that. They can't ring individual people, and they can't even set up the ads for them. So that's why they have created Google AdWords, which is a self-serve platform. So you come in as an individual and set up your own ads, and that allows them to fill that advertising space very, very easily. Now, the way that they've set it up in AdWords as well here is it's essentially an auction system. So if you want to be in the top spot here in Google, you have to make a bid to be at the top, and then you're bidding against other companies who want to appear at the top here. So for example, in this ad, it's Pluralsight versus Udemy, and they would be bidding against each other to get to this top spot here. But unlike a traditional auction where the only factor is price, so the highest bidder gets the top spot, actually in Google they've added in another factor, which is quality score, and it's those 2 factors combined that actually determine your ad rank, or who gets the top spot in Google, or what position you appear in. So it's called ad rank, and as it says here, it really determines the position of your ad, and ad rank is calculated by the bid amount plus multiplied by your quality score. So this is important if you want to really reduce the cost of your advertisements. The good thing to know is that you don't have to have the highest bid. What you need to have is the highest bid multiplied by your quality score. So if you can improve your quality score, you can essentially outrank those higher bidding competitors. Now I will explain what quality score is here in a second, but one question you might be adding, well, why didn't they just leave it at the highest bidder? That would just seem to me just an easier process to do. Well, that is true, but the thing is, say if Udemy had a much bigger budget than any other company, then they could just buy up the advertising space for every single related keyword. And Google don't want that. They want to create ads that are very relevant to people searching. So that's why they've added in this factor of the quality score. And the quality score, if we look it up here, it's the expected click-through rate, the ad relevance, and the landing page experience. So it's a combination of these factors that actually make up the quality score. So if you want to reduce the cost of your advertisements and get to the top spot with a lower bid, then what you can do is improve your quality score. And the way that you do that is firstly by increasing your expected click-through rate. Now that is based on historical data. So if you have an advertisement here that has great copy in it that really wants me to get to click through, then Google's going to say that, and they're going to say this is an ad that people have clicked through in the past, so there's a good chance that they're going to click through in future. And you can improve this part of your quality score, your expected click-through rate, by really writing a great ad. And that is an important part of increasing your expected click-through rate and increasing your quality score. Now, ad relevance, of course, is very important. So you really want to make sure that your ad includes the keywords that you're appearing in the ad for, so people will click through, and also your landing page experience. So when they do click through on the ad, are they actually staying there, or are they just clicking straight back out of there? And Google will be really measuring all of that. So in terms of having success on AdWords and keeping the cost of your campaigns low, it's really important to put time and effort into writing ads that are going to grab people's attention and make them want to click through, that you are creating ads that are really targeted to specific keywords and not just general ads that cover everything. And also then where you're sending people actually through to, is that relevant to the ad and what they've been searching for? So there's a couple of factors to think about there. It's not just about setting up your campaigns and just pressing go and forgetting about it. You do need to have a think about it and make sure it's relevant, so you can really keep that quality score high and outrank competitors with bigger budgets. So that is really how Google AdWords works, how it became one of the biggest companies in the world by selling really unlimited advertising space, and how you can reduce the cost and outrank higher bidding competitors by increasing your quality score.